Hey guys, Matt, IronTrap Garage, and in today's video we're going to do a fun little progression time-lapse video on this 40 convertible abandoned forgotten project that we found in a barn in Maine. So for anybody that's not familiar with what we do, we go out and rescue old cars and buy out collections of parts from antique car collectors, specifically early Ford. And this car is something that is not too uncommon in car collectors. A gentleman bought this car number of years ago, did all the hard work of welding and patch panels, doing all the restoration work, getting it body work, getting it painted, and he got to that point and then basically just kind of ran out of time and life. And we found the car in 1,000 pieces sitting in a barn in Maine, and we had to buy the entire collection and go through all the parts to try and put together a cohesive car. So what we have here is about 6 months of on and off work to get it to the point where it's now lot drivable. This is not a beautiful show car, but it is a very nice driver, and it is something that we love to take and pass on to new owners. So enjoy this video of a short little snippet of taking a car from a barn forgotten to driving it around the neighborhood and being ready to be loved and used in a new home again. All right, so in the last couple shots there, we were doing some car jockeying around. So we got the 40 convertible from Maine over here to the shop and under our I-beam here, so we can mount the engine. And we tried mounting the engine at the mill with the forklift, and it was a giant fail. We just couldn't get, it just wasn't the right angle, and we were laying in the stones, and it sucked. So you want to work the throttle?
Yeah.
There's no, we don't have a gas pedal yet.
Nope.
Choke, it might be.
Yeah. Come on, baby.
Step one,
Yep.
runs off the gas tank. That is key. but because of that, I gotta pay to ship it. I gotta pay taxes. I have to buy so, but yeah, I mean, we're always interested. Convertible, at the end of last week, Steve made really good progress and was able to get the seats all mounted in, got the floor mat, the new floor mats and carpet all mounted in. So this thing's looking pretty good. We found the windshield glass for it, so we're probably going to put that in here soon. The other big thing is the exhaust was like half falling off of it when we got it. So I want to get this moved over because we're going to do the ranch truck work here. We're going to move this over to the lift, get it up in the air, and we can do kind of put a simple exhaust back together on it, nothing as involved as these two cars. We need door latches. I'll hold your door latch. Go ahead. All right, we'll adjust it. That's good. Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Nice and mellow. I think that carburetor needs some help. Yeah, it's like nice mellow. I mean, what this car should sound like. Yeah. What's that?
The clutch is way better now too.
Oh, good. We have a clutch. You're good. Plenty of room. Watch your door. You're good. Straight back. Turn your wheels straight. Yep, you're clear. Straight back. Keep going straight back. Keep going. Probably good there. Gotta turn the idle down, mess with the idle screw a little bit, but thing's nice and mellow.
It is. It's got a nice head. Minis really are good on a flat end.
Yeah, they're a really nice dull tone on them. They're, you know, I think they're a little too mellow for a hot rod, but for a car like this, they're, yeah. Well, this thing's starting to look pretty car-like. Awesome. This color is like fantastic. Yeah. It suits this car so much. right, so it's gonna take some adjustments. Off camera, there's I got a screwdriver in my pocket. We're trying to adjust the carburetor and stuff. This thing is kind of like a combination of parts that we just had laying around. And like all these cars, it's like you know, you got to figure out what the heck.
It was very quiet over that bump.
Yeah, well, it's stock ride height. Everything we ever build is usually lowered and highly modified, so this thing is not that. So
Brakes feel decent too?
yeah, the brakes are decent. I think it needs a return spring on the carburetor because the idle's hanging. I messed with it a little bit, so that's all the stupid stuff that, you know, it needs an alignment, obviously.
The steering wheel's definitely straight.
Sorry, go ahead. So we have no turn signals, and I was just playing the game at a stoplight with a police officer of no you go, no you go, and then I fucked it up because then he started to go, and then I started to go. Not smooth.
I wasn't gonna mention it.
Yeah, it's fine. The police officers in the area are nice. They know us. They know what we do. And generally, we don't have too much problem. But you know, yeah. So we're gonna go around the block and chassis and the brakes and everything on this thing. We're all gone through. We just kind of like working with what they half did and did or didn't do, so we're now running into, you know, these first test drives are always like, okay, we need to adjust this, we need to adjust that. You know, throttle isn't returning where it's supposed to, and it's just like the normal, we run into this all the time,
yes.
So we're gonna have to go through it all, but the big thing is to get this thing, the goal was to get this car so that it wasn't so scary for the average person to work on it. Like, we just want,
hey, second gear.
second gear, look at that. Everything's nice and tight in the car. I mean, that's the only thing I will say. Not that we need to be in third gear, but there we go. We're in third.
All the gears work.
So we have all the gears working. It's just it's just a little bit of clutch engagement and all that normal stuff that we have to check and readjust. So it'll probably be another, you know, day in the shop adjusting some of that stuff. But considering the engine came from one place and the car came in 1,000 pieces.
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah, and if you hear me revving the throttle, I'm trying to get the throttle to return, so we definitely need
Definitely needs a spring.
Definitely needs a spring, yes. All right, so that's a quick rundown of what it took to make this car live again and be somewhat closer to being a complete finished car. It's always fun to look back in these videos and just see what all it took and how far the car came. We like doing that. Probably one of the biggest transformations of this car is actually the paint. It's probably hard to see in the video and photos because the car was kind of shiny when we found it because it had a half-decent paint job. But when we buffed this thing, it really made the color pop. And I think that's what I saw in this car when we first got the photos of this estate, is the color combo. This color is just incredible on for 40 and all the early Fords. This really dark blue, I think it's Lion's blue in this year. It's just an incredible color and it really pops at you and it stands out. Just us driving it around the side roads here and around the neighborhood, everyone is just breaking their necks looking at it. And that's probably the best thing when you take something out for the first time like this, is just that everybody noticing the car and just giving you a thumbs up. And that's what it's all about. It's us saving all these old cars. So the car is available for sale. This video will live on forever. So hopefully you might be watching this and the car is sold. But we wanted to just show another car that was found, forgotten, turned around, and is ready for a new life. And that's basically what our whole entire mantra is saving old cars and parts and putting them back into circulation. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know what you think of the 40 convertible in the comments below. Thanks guys. Catch you later.